Well, today's Sunday, 17th of January, and needed bird seed, so I ran up to Harbor Freight because they had 50-pound bags on sale for $14. So I went up there and grabbed 2 bags of that and bought some cedar chips because I got to put that in the bottom of the birdhouse. And I bought this, and I bought that, and I bought a few other things, which, you know, had to buy some little treats for the boys, you know, some little toys, boy toys. But I'll tell you, I've been looking at this because I've got the air grinder. But my compressor, it's really not heavy enough to run the grinder full. I mean, it's okay in the beginning, but it kicks on quick and it's hard to really keep up with it. So at one time I was thinking about buying another compressor, a dual stage, but you know what, again, I don't use it enough. If I have to spray, I can spray. The die grinder worked. If I had to use it, I could use it. I mean, so it wasn't a big deal. But I just got tired of listening to that compressor run, you know, and when I'm grinding, every now and then the grinder would stop if it gets caught up on something. Yeah, the compressor just wasn't strong enough, or isn't strong enough. So the compressor, it's a 20-gallon, you know, I mean, it does, it's fine. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with it. I've worked it harder, but, you know, sometimes it just gets to be a pain in the ass because you're listening to it run and it's not worth the effort of it running. So, now at one time I was going to buy, like I say, the bigger 80-gallon 2-stage. You know what, again, I got other things to do with my money. Well, Northern Tools had this on sale, the little Porter cable. It's an electric grinder. It was $25. So you know what, for $25, it's cheaper than buying a compressor. The compressor is running if I use it anyway, so it's not like I'm saving energy. It's not like I'm saving anything on the UI bill. So I might as well just buy this and get it over with. So I bought this, and I bought 3 cutoff wheels for it. Well, shame on me for looking. Now that's my fault. These were all on the same hook, and this one was the one up front. So apparently somebody did one of these things and put it there without paying attention. I grabbed 3 off the hook, as you can see. This is a 7/8 arbor. These are 1 inch. So I gotta bring those 2 back because I'm not gonna buy another tool to go with those. So we'll keep these together. It's not like I'm not gonna be up there. Like I say, it takes me all of 4 or 5 minutes to get there. If I get traffic, maybe 10 minutes. But anyway, so that's what we got. So now I can use this. Has a little bit heavier. And I do have, I may have a bunch of cutoffs up here for it already. What do I have up here? Yeah, you know what? I have some up here that may fit it. Let me see. 5/8, 7/8, 7/8, 7/8, 7/8. Yeah. Alright, so I've got quite a few. What do I have here? Metal, 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 metal everywhere. Concrete. Concrete. Alright, yeah, so I'm all set for now. So when I get a chance, I'll just bring those back and, you know, pick up a couple more or order them online or whatever. So that's where I'm at. This stuff is pretty good. I sprayed a little bit just to see how it worked. You know, I walked around the store with a little bit on my fingers, you know, and kept rubbing them to see how it worked, and it actually stayed with me. So I said, you know what? For $7, I'll buy a can of graphite base coating. So it's a lubricant. So that's about it, guys. So where am I? I'm having my coffee. I'll be right back. Alright, well anyway, I guess I grabbed two of these by accident, so I thought, because the ID tag at the store where this is hanging, and just above it, it says, well, gives you a small description with the price. Price naturally always being the biggest font. However, it shed little Sean Connery. It said 7/8 Arbor. So I bought what I thought was a 7/8 Arbor, which it is, and I just pulled 3 of them off the shelf. And when I got home today, shame on me, this was definitely my fault. When I moved over, I see that I have a 1-inch as well. Well, I'm sorry, this is a 7/8, and this is a 5/8. So anyway, reverse that. Anyway, now I'm totally confused. Anyway, this will not fit on the machine. It's on there now, unless I take off the guard. So there has to be some type of an adapter that goes on the Arbor, a spacer, to give me what I need to run this with the guard on it. Because if not, as you can see right there and around the top there, the guard right around in here has a scrape on it. Now I didn't turn the machine on, I didn't have it plugged in. Naturally, always make sure the machines are not plugged in when you're working on them. But when I put it together, I turned the blade by hand, and it was dragging on the guard. So this tells me that it's not going to work with the guard on it. So there must be some type of a spacer or something that goes on here that will make this work. So that's kind of where I am at this point. Now, did I make it work? Yeah, it works. I just cut something with it and it works fine. However, it's dangerous. So, you know, you got to make sure that you're over here with it and not over here where it's looking up at you. So anyway, other than that, that's about where we're at. So, I put some cedar chips in the birdhouse out there, so that's done. I got a gun out here that I got to try to make a holster for, and a couple of magazine holders. I'm getting text again. Okay. There was something. Oh, I got to find some lenses. I was talking with somebody, and there was actually somebody that left me a comment on one of my YouTube videos on the Canon. Now I remember trying a different lens on that Canon, and it was quiet as all hell. The autofocus was working, but it was like a newer generation lens. And I used it the day of my kid's wedding. So, but somebody on the internet said that there's some out there that are Canons and that have the autofocus and they're quiet. And I think I seen, he said it was like 150, 200 bucks. You know what, 200 bucks, even 250, I'd buy another lens. I'm just not going to spend $400 or $500. But if I can get a halfway decent Canon lens with a quiet autofocus, with a good aperture, you know, good lenses, you know, I don't even care about the zoom as much as, you know, how far it goes. This goes, I think, from 18 to 50 or 18 to 75, something like that. Well, I really don't care about 18. You know, 50 to 75, 35 to 75, 35 to 70, you know, anywhere in there. We can take a couple of numbers off the bottom and top. The aperture, though, is important. That's a must. Need a good aperture setting if you want to get a good light. So anyway, I'm going to hunt around on the computer real quick, see if I can find a lens for that, and maybe order that up. Oh, and the pan. I think that's done, so I'm going to clear off a spot. I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to put some water in it. I just got to make sure all the ends, which are not sealed just yet, as you can see, there's bare wire. And then I'll just put some tape on it real quick just to see, try it out, see how it works. So I'll be back. I just got on the internet and I ordered a new lens. Found a new lens, Canon, the exact same lens that's on the camera, except for it's an STM. The STMs are the quiet autofocus. Supposedly they're the cat's meow. So, place in New York, 42nd something, 42nd Street camera, something like that. Had them on sale, so I ordered one. So today's Sunday, it'll probably be here Wednesday. That's what I'm thinking anyway. Meanwhile, I just did some downloading of some firmware updates on the Yaesu. Ah, there it is. 42nd Street photo. It's a good price. 170 bucks. Brand new. Canon original lens. So for that kind of money, you know what? It's worth me putting it on there because the camera's a good camera. You know, it's got all the bells and whistles. So.